Good morning, children. This is Mrs. Anjum Aleem from Springfields School, Masabtank, biology teacher for class 9. Children, in my previous video, we have seen 4 marks questions. Today, we will learn the short answers of lesson number 5, diversity in the living organisms. First question is, what is classification? What is the need of classification? Classification in biology is the systematic study of organisms present in nature with respect to evolution. It can be also defined as grouping of organisms on the basis of certain characters which vary over population, indicating some common lineage of each varied group. So you must know what is classification. Then what is the need of classification? We need classification because it gives us information regarding the diversity of plants and animals. Classification makes the study of different kinds of organisms much easier. It helps in understanding the relationship among the organisms and their interdependence. It gives us the idea of evolution. It helps us to make comparison in an easier way. So this is the purpose need for the classification of the organisms. Next question is, what is binomial nomenclature? Naming of organisms with a distinctive scientific name is called as the binomial nomenclature. It is called so because we first write the species name with the capital letter and genus name next with a small letter. It was first introduced by the Carolus Linnaeus. For example, mango. The scientific name is the Magnifera indica. Species name is Magnifera and the genus name is Indica. Human beings, Homo sapiens. Next question is, write the differences between the monocot and dicot. Now the following are the differences. First, you can write in the tabular form monocots and dicot. It is again there in the PDF. You can learn from there. Embryo with the single cotyledon, embryo with two cotyledons in dicot. Monocots, major leaf veins are parallel, whereas in dicots, major leaf veins are reticulated. Stem vascular bundles are scattered, whereas in dicots, stem vascular bundles are in the form of a ring. Roots are adventitious, whereas the root develop from radicle in dicots. Flower parts in multiples of 3 in monocots and flower parts in multiples of 4 or 5 in dicots. Pollen with the single furrow or pore in monocots, pollen with the 3 furrows or pores in dicot. Secondary growth is absent in monocots and secondary growth is often present in the dicots. We will see the examples also. Monocots, onion, corn, rice, sugarcane, and in dicots we have tomatoes, cabbage, apple, peaches. Okay children. Now the next question is, write the differences between the chordates and the nonchordates. As we can see here that nonchordates vertebral column is absent, whereas in chordates vertebral column is present. In nonchordates, central nervous system is solid and ventral, whereas in chordates it is hollow and dorsal. If heart is present, it is dorsal in nonchordates, whereas heart is ventral in chordates. Hemoglobin, if present, is dissolved in plasma in nonchordates, and hemoglobin is present in the red blood cells in the chordates. The anus is posterior, so no postanal tail. A postanal tail is present. Examples of the nonchordates are Protozoa, Arthropoda, Annelida, whereas the examples of chordates are fishes, aves, reptilia, and mammals. The next question is, write the general characteristics of the phylum Orthopoda. Orthopoda. The name Orthopoda comes from the two Greek words orthos means jointed and pods means feet. All representatives of the phylum Orthopoda share the following characteristics. They have jointed appendages, means legs. Limbs are segmented. Orthopod body is also segmented. They have an exoskeleton. Normally we have endoskeleton. Our human beings are having the endoskeleton. Our bones are present inside skeletal system. That's why endoskeleton. But whereas in the orthopods they have the exoskeleton. Exoskeleton means that skeleton is present outside the body. Arthropods have a ventral nervous system, an open circulatory system, digestive respiratory system, an excretory system, and specialized sensory receptors. So these are the general characters of the arthropods. Who is the author of the book Origin of Species? The author of the book Origin of Species is Charles Darwin. Define variation. The presence of difference between organisms of the same species is called as the variation. Name the branch of science that deals with the classification. The branch of science dealing with the classification is called taxonomy. Who is the father of evolution? Charles Darwin is known as the father of evolution. Who proposed the classification of the organisms into 5 kingdoms? Thomas Whittaker in 1969 proposed a 5-kingdom system in which 3 kingdoms were added to plants and animals. These 5 kingdoms are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. I hope you all understood the concept. Once again, my kind request is to start learning the answers and finish one lesson in 1 week so that you will be prepared for your exams. I wish you all good luck for your preparations and thank you very much for watching this video.